What I want to do right now is talk about recovery and how fasting fits in with all forms of recovery, whether it's from illness or from heavy duty exercise. Whatever it is you're recovering from, fasting does have a place in that. Thought it would be a good idea to, instead of lecture you guys on various things I know about recovery, it's better if I just talk about my own experiences and how fasting has helped me with one, recovering from feeling sick, and two, how fasting helps me with recovering from physical exercise. But even before I get into that, it is important to note that our body is always trying to heal itself. You see, whenever cuts and bruises are inflicted upon you, the body has its unique ways of working around these things and dealing with the problem. In the case that a lot of your bruises and cuts are nowhere to be seen a few weeks after they were first there. So, in terms of how the body is able to heal itself, obviously, one of the main principles to fasting is that when you're digesting food, your organs are always working. And when your digestion system stops, when you have no more food left to digest, the body has an opportunity to heal itself. So, for me personally, the perspective that I have is there's always a time for us to rest. There's always a time where we need to stop what we're doing, we need to slow down and take care of ourselves. Whether it is because you have the common cold or you're injured somewhere, it's important that you listen to your body. And if you want to listen to your body, you should let your body do its job. A few things I want to outline here is that whenever I am recovering, I've been able to use fasting to speed up the recovery. It's essentially a catalyst. Obviously, I am fully aware that fasting isn't the be all and end all to any of my problems, but it's a great help and it should be utilized as such. Now, does this mean that you should be fasting every single time you want to recover? I mean, that choice is up to you. So, in terms of that, it's still early days for me in my discovery to understanding better how fasting aids in my recovery. But a few things that I've observed, obviously reduced inflammation in the body. I am more relaxed. Once I complete a fast, my body feels better rested. Now, depending on how long the fast is, muscle atrophy can occur, especially if it's 48 hours and above. But again, because autophagy takes place, where all the shit in your body gets expelled out of you, it's of benefit to you. It may seem like a loss because you might have lost a little bit of muscle, but your body is far better off for doing the fast, which means athletically you can perform better because you don't have that tension, you don't have that inflammation, you feel better rested. Now, as I said, fasting isn't the be all and end all to all of your problems. You still have to do the work in all the other areas to ensure that you're doing everything possible to alleviate any pain and any stress and any problems. But as I said, fasting helps with the process. Therefore, there have been times where I have felt really poorly. I've had the cold, I've been feeling sick, and fasting has allowed my body the opportunity to look at itself and figure out what the problems are and how it can get rid of the problem. I've been saying problems a lot, but it is problems. It is a problem. So, I've found that after a fast, I will feel some sort of relief. Obviously, the whole problem won't go away, but I'll be in a much better position than I was before I did the fast. So it's important that the reliance you put on fasting in terms of like reversing any poor health issues, improving your athleticism, helping you in your recovery, and changing your diet and all these other things. It's important that you don't put 100% reliance on it to solve all of your problems, but you can utilize it extensively among all your other processes to speed up your recovery, to speed up your healing, and ultimately you're going to feel better off for it. Whether or not your main problem goes away, you're still going to feel better off for doing the fast anyway. So, like, I don't see why not. One thing to be aware of, one thing to think about, I was having a conversation with someone about this earlier, and it's uncommon to hear of somebody doing a 3-day fast because they're sick and they want to be healthy, or somebody that has hurt their Achilles heel and wants to speed up the process of recovery and they decide to do a fast, an extended water fast. Like, you don't really hear of people doing this in the mainstream. You don't really hear of people doing this in the mainstream. I think we're so conditioned to eat constantly that our body is just always working and it doesn't always get the opportunity to repair itself, to reset. So this experience of fasting every week for as many weeks as I possibly can, it's giving me a lot of insight into how my body is adjusting to it all. But that's for another time. Right now I am about 6 hours deep into this fast and I've got another 18 hours to go. It's going to be easy going, but I'll check back in with you guys closer to when I need to refeed. So, see y'all later. So, in previous years, when I did water fasting, I had to schedule time far in advance so that I could prepare my life and my work around it, so that I knew on this day I'm doing a fast. But I did fasting on a less regular basis in previous years. And one of the problems that I've found is finding time to rest. That's it. Just finding a day or a weekend where I can be void of any responsibilities and I can just rest and read and chill out, just to relax and have an easy time. And you know, one of the good things about me doing this weekly fast is that I know that I'm resting one day a week. Like, it doesn't matter what else I do in the rest of the week, I just know I've got that one day where I can fully rest. And we all need it. We all need deserved rest. For those that are struggling to find a day to fast or just to get started because of all your responsibilities at home, your responsibilities at work, like whatever the case may be, you just have to set a day and do it. Whether it's for 16 hours at first and then build it up to 24, 48, 72, whatever. You just have to set a day and then do the fast. You're not going to be ready for it because it's going to be challenging because it is a fast. And even though I've been doing this for a little while now, it still feels uncomfortable. Like, when I fast, I can't work because I'm lacking the mental capacity to focus. And that's okay. We are allowed a day or 2 days where our mind is just focused on other things. So you really just have to pick a day where you know you don't have much going on, you can be void of all responsibilities and just relax. And then that'll be the best way to do it, because this is the like what you see online. You see people that are fasting while continuing their regular work week, and then you see people that fast and they are not working, they're not doing any sports or any activities or anything. They're just resting and they're fasting. And I side with the latter. Knowing myself, I do my best work when I can focus, when I have all of my energy, but when I'm fasting I have very little energy and I find it hard to focus. So I side with the latter in that case. But the choice is yours. But what I will say is that if you want the better results and the better experience, do less. Do much less. If you can do absolutely nothing, then fantastic. So at the moment, I can break my fast in 45 minutes time. So I am going to go out and I'm going to get myself a smoothie. However, before I do so, once again, I just want to say thank you for checking out this vlog. It is most appreciated. And if you've been following the vlog series from the start, yeah, I really appreciate that. So thank you so much for doing so. Do leave a comment underneath. Let me know your thoughts on this, especially as I try and navigate through different topics. It will be cool to hear your thoughts on it. Also leave a like on the video and do subscribe to the channel. As I've said in previous episodes, there's going to be more of this coming up in the future, as well as staying in touch with my other projects, my other travels, and other things that are going on with me. So do subscribe to the channel and share this video. If you don't want to share this one, share other ones, but do share a video of mine. I would really appreciate that favor. So yeah, I'm feeling I think I'm ready to eat, I'll be honest with you. So thanks again for checking this out. See you in the next one.